Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So about 2 days ago, I got a message from our Wing Chun friend asking me the questions, is Wing Chun dead or nearly extinct? Okay, and he sent me a few YouTube videos which support his view on Wing Chun is dead and might even be almost extinct. Okay, so there's an interesting view, and often when I heard people share with me the view of is Wing Chun dead, I remember the song from Kaja, I Walk Alone. Okay, and when they told me Wing Chun is dead, it always remind me this song, and especially it said, "Go tell the world I'm still around. I didn't fly. I'm coming down." Okay, I'm not dead. I never gone. Okay, so today I'd like to share with you. Okay. Why Wing Chun is not dead, why Wing Chun is not extinct, and in fact, I am never gone. Okay? And we can go tell the world I'm still around, I didn't fly, I'm coming down. So today I'm going to give you the reason why Wing Chun is here with us. Now, one of the video my friend sent me is this video. Okay, you guys all can watch it in YouTube. It's Wing Chun Dead, Wing Chun versus other style, this video. And I think it's a pretty good video to watch. Okay. And in the video, it was raised there, the weakness of Wing Chun is lack of ground defense, lack of footwork, training methods, all this list. And this future generations practitioners actually have a very good point on this lack of ground defense, lack of footwork, training methods on Wing Chun. Now, the only issue is, after I watched this whole YouTube, what I found out is he never formally trained Wing Chun. And in fact, he doesn't know the art of Wing Chun. Okay? Then you said, hey, wait a minute. That's just your opinion. Like, in these days, we all love to say it is just your opinion. Okay? So everybody can have their opinion. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you today. Okay? Wing Chun is alive. Wing Chun is still there. It is not my opinion, and it is by evidence and by facts. Okay? Now, if we do not train in Wing Chun formally and properly, of course, we are going to end up with this type of conclusion. Okay? And it's perfectly legit for people who don't understand Wing Chun, don't know Wing Chun, don't know what it is, and come up with this. Okay? And these days, we can see most people is they train a few sets, do a few chi sao, train a wooden dummy, and train a few application, and then they say they are studying Wing Chun. They are Wing Chunner, they know Wing Chun, they are Wing Chun expert, they can make decisions or they can make judgment. That is a big issue today. Okay? scientifically and engineering way, how can one make a judgment when one really have not exposed to what the subject is? Okay. So we look at the future generations. Okay. Is it proper for them to do this kinds of conclusions on Wing Chun? Yes, because based on what they exposed to, they are perfectly legit. But the issue is they never been trained and formally to know what is Wing Chun. So you cannot blame them because it's a problem of education. And everybody, if it's not educated properly, how can we blame them? We can. That's why today I like to share with you, once for all, okay, what is Wing Chun? And another thing too, on the opposite side, okay, this is one side. And on the opposite side, then people were importing Tai Chi, internal art, everything into Wing Chun, try to improve Wing Chun or to upgrade Wing Chun, whole bunch of stuff, okay? And that too is on the other side of extreme, okay? It is no longer objective or scientifically looking at Wing Chun. Now, this is the future generations. In other words, is one generations younger than my generations. Okay. Now, if you look at the generations, one generation older than me or my Sifu generations, let's look at say Grandmaster Wang Shunliang. He is one of the representative of the Grandmaster in the generations above me or in my Sifu, late Sifu Chong Choi generations. Okay, so like Grandmaster Wang Shunliang, if you look at that, okay, what he believed and what he's doing is like for here, okay, he said superficial training will only mislead people into believing that they have special skill, which is in fact no one can possess. Okay, and also here, if you look at that, he said to ensure his Wing Chun stood up to his new scientific sound principle. That means he going into scientific way of upgrading, updating his Wing Chun, okay? And also here, he said that for me, it would be really very rational to support the continuous improvement of Wing Chun. So we know the generations like Grandmaster Wang Shunliang, they are pragmatic, they are scientific, and they actually look at things rationally, objectively, on what is the reality, and try to ward off mysterious stuff like some kinds of internal art, mysterious stuff, and so forth. Okay, so they are going in the path of scientific and an objective study of Wing Chun, so that it be able to support the continuous improvement of Wing Chun. Okay, so with this, okay, in my generations, because I am in a generation which is much luckier than Grandmaster Wang Shunliang or my late Sifu Cho Hong Choi's generations, where I can have all the information I need because this is the internet era, and I can just buy a plane ticket to visit whoever I need to visit to learn more about the Chinese ancient culture or Chinese martial arts, versus like in Grandmaster Wang Shunliang or my Sihu Chong Choi time, there is the cultural evolutions. Nobody's supposed to talk about this, and there's Iron Curtain and so forth, and education level is not as high as today. Like we have a PhD, we have a master degree, we all well trained scientifically. So in my generations, we can do much better than what they do, because of we are in the better generations in terms of life, living, and educations, and of course also based on their hard work. Because if we don't have this like my late Sifu Chong Choi generations or Grandmaster Wong Shun Yong generations, then there's no my generations, because we actually in my generations we rely on their hard work of their generations. And the same is the future generation is going to rely on my generations. So now we see that the future generations have already go sidetrack. We need to bring out the proper informations so that they be able to know what it is. Okay, so instead of just saying, oh yeah, you are wrong, you don't know what you are talking about, you are full of it, and you don't know Wing Chun. Instead of going that path, we show evidence and scientifically, objectively, what it is Wing Chun, what they don't understand, so they can improve and they can come back to the mainstream instead of going sidetrack. Okay, so my notion to share with you here is to pull the curtain, to let you guys see what is not yet being exposed to the West. And even a lot of in the Asia will not know this informations. Okay, so now tighten your seatbelt and let's have a drive back to the past, or go back to the future with our modern technology. And after this, you will be able to understand and know what is Wing Chun. Okay. Now, this is actually the YIKKam movie, YIKKam 2. Okay. So YIKKam 2. Okay. This is one of the scene, and in the scene, YIKKam is telling his student to be Wong Long that Wing Chun is a southern type of stick body short strike. Okay, that is what YIKKam is telling Wong Long. Okay, now the key here is this stick body short strike. This is very, very extremely important. Okay, this 4 letter here. Okay, and again this YIKKam 2. Okay, this is the evidence that my past generations, meaning the Grandmaster Wong Shun Leong generation, did not lose the art of Wing Chun. Okay, based on this 4 character. Okay, close body, stick body, short strike. Okay, and with this stick body short strike, I'm going to show you, carry you to 50s. Okay, it will be more precise, probably 1560s, around that area, to let you see what is this short strike means. Okay, so here Wing Chun is a southern stick body short strike. Okay, everybody now, okay, this is very important. Southern stick body short strike. Okay, so this is GM Yip Man. This is Wong Long. Okay, and many speculate that Wong Long actually is a portrait of GM Wong Sun Leong. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, now if we crack this code, crack this southern stick body short strike, we crack this code, we will be able to know what is Wing Chun Queen. Okay, this is very, very critical and extremely important. So let's go back to the future. Okay, so let's go back to 1555 to 1560s era. Okay, at that time, this is the General Qi Ji Guang. Okay, this is a General Qi Ji Guang. Qi Ji Guang here. Okay, so this is General Qi Ji Guang of Ming Dynasty. So General Qi Ji Guang have compiled a book, okay, of martial art which is using in the battlefield for himself, okay, which is he collect the best and make it to be his technology, okay, in the battlefield. And if you look closely here in this book, okay, Ji Xiao Xing Su, scroll 14, okay, over here, that is this term, 短打. Okay? This is very important because, remember this term? 短打. Okay? So we now track it to 1550s. Okay? And if you read this entirely, you will not find Tai Chi, because Chen Tai Chi is not invented yet or created yet at that time. Actually, Chen Tai Chi, in the history research, Chen Tai Chi is using this technology to develop Chen Tai Chi. So it's using General Qi Ji Guang's technology to develop Chen Tai Chi, and then you have the Yang Tai Chi and so forth, so forth. Okay, according to Chinese research today, that's what it is. Okay, that's how things goes. Now, so we know this 短打 is there. Another thing I like to you to pay close attention is the term 势 here. Okay, momentum. Okay, over here it says 势势相承. It means that every momentum is continuous or followed by another momentum. And then it said that it's using this momentum, the change, the transformations to defeat the opponent. Okay, so momentum is extremely important. Okay, even in 1550s. Okay, people don't talk about Jing like today. Qi, the Jing. Okay, Jing or Qi, all those kind of things. Man, this is for battlefield. This is not for playing fun game or Chinese ballet, is what I call it. Okay, so this is life and death. What martial art in China is listed here at his time? Okay, which is using General Qi Ji Guang, using it in for his battlefield technology. Okay, in history you can check that. And this 势 or momentum, okay? You can also see it in 孙子, okay? So in, Sun Tzu, can spell, okay? So in Sun Tzu, this is in the momentum chapter, is talking about using the momentum or the tendency instead of going brute force, okay? So the Chinese is very good in using the tendency or the momentum, creating tendency, creating momentum, and make use of it, okay? And you can see in this 1560s, 1560s time, 1550s time already is recorded here. Okay, it is very different than today. Everybody talk about the jing, okay, the special mysterious jing. People fly, bounce people away. No, here is talking about momentum, handling the momentum, and like the Sun Tzu, okay, the Sun Tzu is also talk about momentum handling. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, now over here I like to tell you one other thing. The reason why I wrote this book, okay, why is this the 6-13-3? Okay, 6-13-3. 6 core element, 13 state, and 3 system key. Is because this is the common denominator. If we do not have the common denominator, we do not understand it. We will not be able to decode what is in the past. And then you will end up that we are the guy who will create all kinds of story, which is God knows what is this from, but it's a story, okay? But we actually lost track on what actually reality is, okay? And by the way, the momentum we talk about here is actually one of the 6 core elements, okay? But if you look at that, in the past 100 years, rarely people talk about that, okay? And that's very critical. So what I'm going to tell you next, you need to base on the 6 core element, 13 state, and the 3 system key, okay? Without that, it is not very likely to be able to decode what's going on, okay, in the past. Okay, so we know in the 1500s, Tuan Ta, short strikes is there already, okay? So short strike is already there, okay? We know that. Now, let's look at the definition even closely on what is Tuan Ta. And if we can decode that and see what it is and see does it match our Wing Chun legend or story, then we know what it is, okay? So then we don't have to go into the future generations assumptions of Wing Chun is dead, Wing Chun doesn't have this, Wing Chun doesn't have footwork, Wing Chun do not have defense against if people go close body, not practical, so forth, so forth. Okay. So let's get into the Tuan Ta descriptions. Okay. So this is Tuan Ta. Okay. So with this is the evidence. It's not what I say, but I show you what it is there. Okay. And actually, this page, this is the first time it shown in the West. Okay, this is about Tuan Ta, short strike. Even in Asia, not very many people know this unless they do research deep inside there. Okay, thus we must not just importing Taiji's Jing, okay, or internal or soft, those type of stuff to thinking that that is everything. No, there's a lot of thing there. Okay, and so let's look at Tuanta. So that what this say is, okay, by the way, this is a writing of 1780s. Okay, so from 1550s in the previous page of General Qi Ji Guang, now we go to 1780. That is the time we actually logically deduct that the Xiu Lim Tao or the Wing Chun was created. So we go to that time. We want to see what is Tuanta. Okay. Now over here it said this is a question. It said, now I just go English with you. It said that how is short strike win the long fist? Okay, this is short strike. This is long fist. This is long fist. So how is short strike winning long fist? Over here, the answer. So the answer here is say short strike using the entering. Okay, entering. Okay, enter. So it further defined here. Okay, and be with me. It further defined. It said long, coming, short, receive, very easy for me to enter the body, meaning I get close, meaning that the opponent using long fist, I using short strike. I accept him or receive him, receive his long fist with a short techniques, and I slide in or shoot into his body. Okay, so the term we need to be very careful here and remember is called enter the body. Body, okay. Or this enter body in Cantonese, sometimes we call my son. Okay, meaning that get close. Okay, get really close. And then it said enter body. This is actually saying stir up and take down. Okay, take down, make it fall. Okay, or another word is trip him to fall, trip the opponent to fall, or in all kind of manual, you enter the body, you just take him down. Okay, take him down, make him fall. Okay. You stir him so that he cannot stand straight, he got to fall or really fall down, those things. Okay, so that means once you enter body, you take him out. Okay, and let him fall. Okay, and this is very scary. So in other words, it say that enter the body, make him fall. This is very scary, okay? And making fall also, of course, you can trip him, you can do all kinds of stuff, okay? So that's what it is. And then he said that internal wrapping, open the left and right. Externally wrapping, enter into his center. To find, to search, okay? So what does it mean? It means that one is actually you shoot into his body to get to the side of the body. Another one here is saying that you enter right into his body, touching his chest or hugging his chest, wrap around his chest. Okay, that is the techniques. Okay, so another word is that this one mean one shoot into the body, get close, wrap around him from side, left or right side. This one means one enter the body, get to him, and wrap him in his center line or center axis, or in right square facing his body. Okay. So in other words, that from this four definition, you know short strike is going to enter the body. It's not going to stay in the one directions or have your structure there or whatever. Whenever the long fist guys strike, they slide in like a snakes. Okay? And once they slide in, then either they throw you, they trip you, whatever. They're going to knock your balance off. Okay? Not going to give any chance for one to struggle like a snake. You just wrap around him, okay, and then and attack it from the outside, or you can attack it within. Okay, so that is what the descriptions of a short strike is about. It's really close. Okay, and by the way, here it said that internally wrapping. This say externally wrapping. I'll say that, okay, I think it's better to translate inside wrapping and outside wrapping. Okay, this wrapping, wrapping, wrap. Okay, shoot. Okay, like wrapping something. Okay, this inside wrapping, outside wrapping. Guess what? In Wing Chun, this is the Noi Lim Sao. This is the Oi Lim Sao. Remember that two circular hand, like the circular Chi Sao type, the old ancient Wing Chun platform on Chi Sao. In the iYikKam, this is there's 4 core techniques in iYikKam, and it's called WING CHUN DEAD. WING, okay, CHUN DEAD. This is the WING CHUN, or this is the Oi Lim Sao and Noi Lim Sao. So they're using the Oi Lim outward circle and the inward circle to go in and wrap that guy like a snake wrapping him. Okay, wrapping him tight so the opponent cannot move. Okay, and then at the same time you can actually trip him, throw him, do whatever. Okay, that is the short strike. Okay, so it's not standing up there and then just punching each other or have a structure. No, it is not. This is the definitions of the short strike. Okay, and further over here, it said that fist has no inch isolation. So what does this mean? Okay, this is actually the inch power. Okay, it defined here. Okay, it said that the opponent will get injury at any contact. That's the inch power. Okay, so there's the inch power. Okay, meaning that at any contact, any part of the body, is going to injure you. You need to use those force flow to injure you. Okay? And then he said, 沾衣变王, you touch the clothes, you'll get touched down. Meaning that once it get close, that the body is touching the clothes, one can get thrown. Okay? So over here it defined. It said, touch body will get destroyed. Touch body, when the body is the clothes is touching will get destroyed. Meaning, one need to stick at the body. Okay, stick the body, and I must not be sloppy or slow. So in other words, this is saying that it's using inch power. Whenever the contact we touch at the opponent, we damage him. And as soon as we stick at the clothes, his clothes, okay, we destroy him. And in order to do this stick body, stick his clothing and destroy him, meaning that the body has to be really close. Okay? So you can see this. The short strike. Remember we talked about this, the Ip Man 2 movie, this thing? This is a stick body, short strike, and it defined for you. This is the stick body, the short strike, and what stick body is about here. Okay, it's well defined. Okay, and then here it also say closely linked to the door and the wall, meaning that when one's enter the body, get so close that one leaning on his body, on the opponent body, okay, and that is how it's supposed to be. Also, it said that from the top to the feet or feet ball, from the top to the feet ball, joints is rotating and touring. Okay, so that is what it's supposed to do. Okay, it actually touring and rotating. Okay, so this is what the short body, close body short strike is about. Also, it is saying over here, it say that you follow it to imbalance, you follow it to be chaos, is okay. So in other words, that there's no structure or anything. It just if the opponent is coming in the imbalanced way, one just follow it, one just flow with it. And if the thing is coming in terms of the chaos, one follow it. Okay. So this is how the descriptions of the stick body short strike. Okay, and this is all using the momentum or the tendency. Okay, so we can see now that what is a short body? Short strike. What is a stick body? Okay, stick body. Okay, and why is it that we don't need structure? We can actually flow with it or float with it. Okay, disregard of it is imbalance or it is chaos. Okay, and from the top of the head to the feet ball, and the joints is rotating and touring. Okay, so this is stick body short strike according to this 1788 era. Okay, that is Wing Chun. Okay, and if we look at this, okay, which is from the generations above me, we know that it said that Wing Chun is a southern stick body short strike. Okay, so we use the ancient scripture, okay, of the 1550s to the 1780s to actually crack the code on to know what is this, okay, by their definitions. Okay, we don't want to give our own opinion, but it is there. Okay, and so Wing Chun is just a northern China type of the stick body short strike, or a type of southern China variations of stick body short strike. Okay, so that is what it is. Okay, now speaking of the footwork, because this stick body short strike is dealing with enter the body, okay, dealing with the sticking, dealing with momentum. Of course, is going to be very heavy, depend on the footwork, okay, because this is a momentum play, it's a dynamic play, and as over here it say also, if the opponent is coming in an imbalanced way, or the situations is in a chaos, float with it. That means one need to have a really dynamic footwork. And guess what? This is the 1780 type of footwork. And you can see this thing in what? You can find this thing in the Wing Chun set. Be it your Tam Kyu Biu Ji set. You can see it here. Okay? So, this is the basic of Wing Chun, from the stick body short strike to the inch power to the momentum, okay, to the rotating or spinning of the joints and the twirl, to the footwork. It is all in the sets of Wing Chun today. But if we do not have this training, we do not know what is the stick body short strike, we do not know the inch power, the enter the body, the use of momentum, and how to use this footwork, fit the very simple basic footwork to support the momentum and so forth. How can we say we know Wing Chun? Okay, how can we say that? We cannot say that. Okay, we cannot say that. Thus, all of this, if we want to based on the Wing Chun, it is not legit at all, because obviously the future generation, the young generation people have no idea what is here. What is here? Have no idea that on this thing. Okay? And so what did they train? There's a big question mark there. Okay? So all this stuff, we can dig it out and we can do it, make it scientific and systematic and comprehensive today in order to study it. That's the reason why I wrote this. Okay, so the basics there, so we be able to understand what it is. And also, why do I keep making my video, YouTube that? Is try my best to share whatever happened in this ancient stuff. Now, so is Wing Chun dead? No, Wing Chun is not dead. Why? Because this document still there, this document still there, this still there, and the Wing Chun set is still there, and my generations above me still know this. Okay, so Wing Chun is there. However, if we lost this thing, what we talk about today, then it will be dead. Okay. So that is what I'd like to share with you today. And again, finally, Wing Chun is not dead, and it's never gone yet, and it is still around, and it is coming down, because with today's internet, once I post this, it will stick forever in the internet, okay? And by tomorrow, at least 200 people, usually it's about 100, 200 people will see this, Wing Chunner will see this. So Wing Chun Queen is not dead, okay? So this is to share with you today.